Good morning, YouTube. I am about to do a cooking demonstration. It's not technically not cooking, it's using the microwave. But if anybody who has gone to McDonald's and has had that, the McGriddle with the sort of two pancakes in between a sausage, this is my version of it for low carb. And I am making it out of, I have 2 eggs, I'm using cinnamon, I'm using the Da Vinci vanilla sugar-free syrup with 1 packet of Splenda, the cream cheese. It's 2 ounces of cream cheese that I've already quartered and, not quartered, but cut up and put into another container, and a little mini food processor. The little mini one works better, it's less cleanup for something that's such a small dish. And I also have some non-stick cooking spray. I've also got these 2 little containers that I bought from the Dollar Tree, little cheapies. I think it was like 8 for $1, but they approximate the size of they're a little bit bigger than sort of a silver dollar pancake. So that's just the form that I'm going to use in the microwave. So I'm going to get started, and you guys can see how you can have a low carb breakfast that tastes like pancakes. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is separate my eggs. To make this, I use 2 egg yolks and about half of the white. I don't really like it when it's really eggy. I don't really like the egg taste, which is kind of hard if you're doing low carb, because it's a major source of protein. So I have to do what I have to do to try to get it doctored up. So I'm about to separate the egg, and I'm just going to get a yolk out of here. I'm using this blue little cup as sort of my trash container. Here we go. Okay, so, and the way that I separate is just put the yolk back and forth till most of the white comes out into your trash bin, and that's a yolk. So I'm going to put that in, and the next one I'm going to have to use some of the white so that I could get some of the moisture. So here we go. So I'm not going to separate it fully. That's pretty gross. So enough of that has dropped off into the garbage bowl, so I'm going to put that in there. There we go. And the flavoring I use this is almost sort of like a French toast kind of thing. So I'm going to use cinnamon, and you do this, of course, to your taste. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there, and my 1 packet of Splenda, open that. Put that in, and then I'm going to blend this up. I'm going to blend it before I put the cream cheese. The cream cheese is actually the binder that holds it together and gives it a creamier sort of texture. So here we go. It's going to be loud. All blended. I am going to now add the cream cheese. I'll get a little fork, and I could take the cream cheese out, and it's just 2 ounces, so it's just the regular cream cheese. It comes in the brick little packet, and it's marked by the ounce, so you can just cut it, off the aluminum part and then use it like that. It's really easy to measure, and I just separate it because I am using a smaller processor, and I don't want it to get all bound up and everything. So, and some people, when they make this, they don't blend it all the way because they like a little flecks of cream cheese in there, and it's fine with me either way. I blend it a lot because, like what I said, I don't really like the extra eggy taste. Okay, so it looks almost like a batter. What I'm going to use some of my Da Vinci vanilla flavored syrup. And the truth about Da Vinci, I got this one from Walmart, and this is the small one that they make lots and lots of flavors, just about any kind of flavor that you could think of, and they're just sugar-free. And so this is a syrup, but it's not necessarily something you would pour on top of a pancake or something like that. It's more for the flavor. They're kind of thin, but they pack a really intense flavor, and this is vanilla. So I'm just going to use the cap that it came with, and I'm going to put some of that in there. Just a capful. Give me some more flavor for the pretend pancake. And I think a little more cinnamon. I like mine, I like it to be show enough. I like to be able to taste it. So, one more stir. all incorporated really well. You can't really see that, it's sort of glare, but that's the way that it looks. And now I'm going to use my trusty dollar store El Cheapo containers, and here they are. And I'm just going to spray the bottom with a little bit of cooking spray. You can use butter, you could, you know, or you could just pop them out, however you want. I just want to make sure that they come out neatly. So there, that's all sprayed. And I'm just going to pour, try to get all that I can off of here, and try to distribute it evenly between the two. So you can make just one big one if you wanted to, and I'm going for the McGriddle look. So I am going to try to distribute these evenly, so it could almost be like, you know, 2 pancakes in between a sausage. So here we go. Put this in. It barely covers the bottom. Well, a little bit more than barely. And then use the rest of it in the second one. And usually when I do this, I always, when I get to the second one, I don't have enough. I have to sort of scurry. And so if you hadn't incorporated all of the cream cheese, it would be, you could see the cream cheese. It tastes really good when you sort of bite into the warm flavored cream cheese. This is good though. I don't want it tasting like an egg sandwich. Okay, so now I'm going to go put it in my microwave. Usually for 2 of these in my microwave, it's about 2 minutes 45 seconds. Everybody's microwave is different, so you'll just have to try it out to get it to the consistency that you like it. So I'm about to put it in the microwave. Okay, so I'm back. Actually let these go a little bit longer, and you can, you know, you're gonna just try it out and see how it works for you. It comes out like this. It's almost like, you know, any of you guys who had an easy bake oven and the little miniature desserts you would make, and you'd make your dad eat them like they was the best thing ever, but actually these are pretty good. So I also use Mapeline imitation maple extract or syrup, and it's not real, so it doesn't have all the sugar and all that kind of stuff in. If you're gonna try to buy your own extracts, make sure you read the labels to see what's in them, you know, to make sure that it's okay to use for Atkins. And I just mix that with just the capful of that. I put into a little bowl like 2 tablespoons of butter, and maybe I'll even and then another capful of this vanilla syrup in there as well. And so it's more, like I said, it's a butter. It's not a syrup or anything like that. And before I take my little pancakes out, I'll pour this on there and just sort of spread it around like that. Just get a little bit more flavor. And remember, I used similar flavorings in the mix. So the pancake, the pretend pancake, already does taste like that. The only additional thing in here is the Mapeline, the flavored extract, and that's on the bottom. Then if you want to, for good measure, you could put a little bit more on the top. And these went maybe just like 20 seconds too long. I made a sausage, and I didn't do that in front of you because I'm pretty sure you guys know how to make a sausage. So here's that, and I just put that on top. Then I flip the second one out. Here we go. And a little bit more other flavor on it. And you can make your sausage, you know, nice and pretty and rounded and all that kind of stuff. I probably should have done it for demonstration purposes. But anyway, I didn't. So, and this is it, like your Atkins friendly McGriddle, like what McDonald's has, and there you go. I do want to caution that I wouldn't necessarily do this if you're just starting Atkins and you're doing your induction phase. This is perfectly legal for induction, but for me, what induction really does is to sort of get the sugar out of my system, to get the flavoring out. So if I started on day 1 of induction with this, still eating what I felt was to be sugar, maybe it wouldn't work as well. For me, this is great. Like I said, induction friendly, but wait until after you're completely through with your induction so you can get through your cravings and all of that kind of stuff, because this may trigger you to want something else that you probably shouldn't have when you're just starting out. So there it is. Bon appetit.